Meantime, recently we reported that leaders with the port of Corpus Christi were preparing to deal with any of the impacts presented by the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Mike Gillespie spoke exclusively with Port CEO Sean Strawbridge. He joins us now with an update. Hey, Mike.
Well, Rudy, every day brings its share of anxiety and uncertainty as we watch those events unfold on the world stage. And while that's especially true for those who are directly involved in the conflict in Ukraine, it is also true for the businesses that are impacted by what happens there. Now, here at home, the Port of Corpus Christi certainly falls into that category. And for them, what happens in that part of Europe can be significant.
The sanctions that were placed on Russia by the United States and our allies, banning the importation of Russian oil and gas, certainly have had an impact on the energy markets and will likely continue to have an impact on the energy markets until we see resolution in the Ukrainian crisis.
That's Port CEO Sean Strawbridge. He spoke with me from the prestigious CERAWeek conference in Houston. It's a gathering of senior government officials, thought leaders, and energy executives from across the globe. You should think Super Bowl of the energy world. He says that port customers are already feeling the effect of the oil ban.
We do see some imports of Russian crude oil into Corpus Christi to some of the refineries. In fact, we've got vessels that are on the water today carrying Russian crude that will just arrive before the sanctions go into effect. Those refiners will have to find alternative supplies.
Now, on the other side of that coin, the port is right now exporting up to 2 million barrels of crude a day, more on some days. That's a 60% share of the market. Strawbridge tells me that as big as that number is, it could get bigger depending on what happens overseas. On top of that, other nations are now looking here for their supply of LNG.
We've seen an over 20% increase year over year in exports of liquefied natural gas from Cheniere's Corpus Christi liquefaction facility. Much of that is now going to Europe, to our allies in Western Europe, who have had an increased dependency on Russian gas.
Now, Strawbridge says the port has plenty of capacity when it comes to pipelines, terminals, and storage. And he tells me that no matter what ultimately happens in Ukraine, the port is well situated to adjust and move forward. Leslie?
All right, Mike, thanks.